I am a truth seeker, but that doesn't look like me. No. This looks like a weird guy. Can I zoom in? This looks like a weird tall guy at a concert. This looks like a guy who's like too tall at a concert. Do you know what I'm talking about? Here, let me full screen this. This guy has the face and hair of like a weird tall guy at a concert, and he's wearing like a t-shirt where the sleeve ends too high up on his shoulder, and it looks like he never feels comfortable dancing, but for some reason at this concert he's dancing. You know what I mean? And he's just embarrassing you. He's standing right in front of you, and he's making you feel embarrassed. You and your friends feel embarrassed. Actually, your friends don't even notice. You're the only guy looking at him, and you're like, what's up with this weird guy? And your friends are just like, feeling the band. You know what I mean? That's what that guy looks like. You guys getting that? You guys get that from him? Whoa. This is like a guy who... This is like a guy who moved to LA, and he really wanted to get into... He probably really wanted to get into acting, and he found out very quickly that he had no talent whatsoever. But he still kept like dressing, and like getting his hair done and shit. Like he actually got more into like LA vanity after entertainment wasn't going to be an option, and he probably either like got into like tattooing or like the service industry. He might work as like a I don't know, he might like manage some bar, and that's how he's able to afford to live in the city. But it's just like very clear that this dude's brain got scrambled the second he got there. You know what I'm talking about? I'll stop. I gotta stop. I shouldn't have got. He's a mixologist at a gay bar. Whoa! Wow. This is my people. Damn, look at the back hair. That's powerful. Fuck, dude. I would say this is like the friend of a family member. This is like the friend of either a cousin or an uncle. Okay? That's where you know this guy, or they work together. Yeah, so your uncle works with this guy, but he's close enough that he like shows up at like Super Bowl parties and shit like that, right? And he seems like he's on edge all the time. And you're not sure if he knows how to fight or if he could beat people up, but it always seems like he's very close to just attacking someone. You know what I mean? Like this, there's a lot of high-vis clothing in this dude's life. And I think he probably wants people to think he's really tough. And he's, you know, he's kind of a normal guy. He can handle himself, but like he's constantly just trying to prove. I'm going to say he was probably either violated as a child or he got a DUI and went to like jail for a weekend, and he probably got beat up pretty bad in like a holding tank. That's this good. Does that, am I right? Am I getting him? It's just like he went to like music college. He like, you know, okay, I can play rock and roll. I'll play the full kit. And then he probably played in a lot of studio stuff for like West Coast, you know, rock bands and shit like that. And then eventually it's just like, oh yeah, I can't believe, you know, Ass Plate took off. And now 20 years later, I'm playing drums in fucking Ass Plate and wearing eye makeup and shit. This is an attractive, this face doesn't fit this body at all. I was going to say this dude is like an attractive coworker of like your wife, or like maybe someone in your wife's family, and you're like, wow, you guys work with a really good looking guy. Wow, that's blackface. Oh man, this is a kid who started working at like the gas station, or like a mechanic. This kid started working on cars when he was 17 just because he loved them. And now he's at the point in his life where like the rest of the guys he works with are like, okay, dude, look, you're still young enough. You could make something big happen if you could just like get yourself sorted out and you know, maybe stop fucking around so much. You know what I mean? That's the talk that this guy's getting. Yoga guy. This is like an older like women's fitness guy who clearly got into it to fuck them and has just been fucking them for 35 years. All right. So let's start the game.